Hi everyone, this is Rich from IO Audio. Today I'm going to do a short video on how to create your own voice demo. But before we get into that, it's always a good idea to know exactly what genre of voiceover you want to work in. So that will dictate what kind of voice demo you're going to create. So have a good think about who would benefit from a voice like yours and what type of voiceover you feel you would be good for. So let's get into it. 5 tips on how to create your own voice demo. Number 1, script selection. It's really important to have scripts that match your voice and that are going to showcase your voice and showcase what type of scripts your voice would be good for. I would suggest hiring somebody to write the scripts for you. We have dedicated commercial script writers, animation, gaming. These people work in the industry. If you don't want to do that, then think about the types of products and brands and scripts that you would suit and try and write them yourself. You can get libraries of scripts that you can use, but the only issue with that is these scripts might not match your voice, and also they might have been used by other voiceovers within their demos, so you kind of get duplicates with those scripts. Number 2, tone and delivery. So this will include your age range. Can you voice kids commercials? Can you voice teens? Can you voice 20s, 30s? What is your age range? I know people that are in the 50s that can still record kids commercials. So that gives them a large age range. If they can do kids commercials as well as kind of 30s, 40s type commercials, that's their age range. Can you deliver those scripts in a variety of emotions? Can you deliver happy, sad, angry, whatever it might be? What kind of voice are you? Do you do announcer type reads, or can you play characters within these different age ranges and different emotions? So we really want to get that across in your demo. Number 3, professional sound quality. So can't emphasize how important this is enough, that your recording setup is spot on, your acoustic treatment is spot on, your microphones, all your equipment and technology is up to date, and that you know how to use it. So that's your mic technique, recording levels, all those different types of things you need to know before you hit the record button, because ultimately that ends up on your voice demo. And what you don't want to do is put a recording out there with the loads of reverb or just really low sounding recordings or lots of hiss and interference from bad technology. So yeah, your recording setup is really important. And once you've recorded the scripts that you want on the demo, being able to edit them down to time, taking out breaths, taking out unwanted sounds within that recording, maybe adding a bit of processing on there, normalization, compression, maybe using a declick and a de-esser plugin to make it sound a lot cleaner and a lot crisper. Is really important as well. Obviously, again, we're always thinking about how professional we want this voice demo to sound. When this goes out in front of people, you may only get one opportunity for this voice demo to really cut through and gain new work. So it's got to sound the bee's knees. Number 4, showcase what makes you unique to this industry. Now, it's quite easy to turn around and say, I want to be the next voice of the M&S commercials, but what does that mean? Why would M&S pick you for their commercials? You've got to sit down and look at your voice as an object and say, ask yourself the question, who would benefit from a voice like mine? What makes my voice unique to this industry? Is it my accent? Is it my age range? Is it both of those? Is it the fact that I can do multiple accents in lots of different tones and what is the full scale of my voice and how can people use that? That's what we focus on as a demo production business, is bringing out your strengths as a voiceover. Not that we want you to sound like somebody else's voice. We want you to sound like you, and we want to pull out the strengths of that voice and really showcase what makes you unique. So sitting down with a pad and pen pen and writing those things down about yourself helps you to learn a lot more about your voice, understand your own voice and where it sits in the market a lot better. And also, whilst you're doing that, you can come up with a good voice description, which you can use on agencies, websites and voice directories as well. Number 5, effective mixing and production. So you've written your scripts, or you've got somebody else to write them. You've made sure all your equipment is all bang up to date and your recording techniques are superb. You've recorded all the scripts, you've got them all down, you've edited them, you've cleaned them up, everything all nice and processed. Now you've got to produce the reel. So that means getting the right music, the right sound effects, mixing them properly, making sure that the music isn't too loud, that the listener can quite clearly hear your voice. It's not soaked in a load of reverb, so it doesn't sound natural. It's just getting lost with all these different sounds and different processes and sound effects. Music and sound effects are there to enhance the voice, not to drown it out. So it needs to be subtle. So yeah, your production techniques need to be on key as well, so that the listener can hear your voice, they know exactly what you're about, and also that the reel sounds like it's being made by a professional producer. So I've been producing audio since around 98, 99 was my first course at college. And then I went to university for 4 years and studied sound design, recording and all that kind of stuff. And then I've been producing radio commercials since 2005 and working with voiceovers. So it's kind of 25 years experience nearly in working with sound and sound design and production. So what you might be able to produce compared to what I produce might sound significantly different, and you need to ensure that your self-made voice reel comes up towards those standards for it to sound professional. So there you have it, 5 tips on how to create your own voice demo. A small disclaimer, I would suggest always seeking a professional demo producer to create your show reels. The reason being that we can look at your voice from an outward perspective. Like the reason why we have script writers on our team and I don't write my own scripts is because they are professional script writers. I am a professional voice director and producer. That is their job. They are there to look at your voice, to listen to your voice and come up with scripts that will be tailor-made to suit you and will showcase all your strengths and abilities as a voice artist. To try and do all that yourself is a huge task. So investing the money in somebody to do that for you will ensure that you have the best possible representation of your voice at that stage in your career. But as I said, it can be quite a large investment, but that investment can be returned on 1 or 2 jobs. So when you look at it from that perspective, investing in your voice reel is a really good way to go. If you don't want to do that, then follow some of these tips that I've given you, and see how you get on. It's a good starting point. It might last you, just get you on your feet when you're kind of researching the voiceover industry and where you feel that you best sit within the market. But investing in a professional produced voice demo, I would suggest, is the best way forward. So good luck. If you need anything, just reach out to me, rich@ioaudio.co. The website's www.ioaudio.co, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Cheers.